Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Random Talks with Hanaef. It's the season 3 and the very first episode. Now, this episode I wanted it to be about us, you and I. And oh my god, I'm so grateful that you guys engaged. You guys indulged me. And with that, I will say thank you very much. Thank you. All your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscription or subscribing, everything counts. And you guys make me feel special. Thank you very much. God bless you. Today, like I said, it's going to be question and answer. I asked you guys to ask me some questions that I will answer and react to. And you guys did. So I'm going to be reacting to those questions. And I'm sure that we are going to have a good time. So let's get straight right into it. Okay, so basically that's why they would say that marry right, marry your friend. You know, all those marry something that you normally see is valid. So marry somebody that is responsible. Marry somebody that you feel that is not only ready to be a husband but also a father. And if peradventure you are getting married to the version of him that wants to be a husband but is not ready to be a father, please hold on. Let the person be ready into becoming a father. It does not matter how you feel. You may be ready to become a mother, but let the person also be ready to become a father. And so you will have somewhat seamless journey, because really parenting is the ghetto. There is no seamless journey inside this thing called parenting, but at least with somebody that is, that has sense, you can navigate the hard part of it. So to answer your question right and straight, of course, it helps. So not only with the toddler, not only with the firstborn, with the newborn, so it helps because I have to admit something. In case you don't know about this trend, that trend that is going on is a 10, but it does not go to church, and the sisters will just run away from the camera, or they may stay if they don't feel like living, like they don't mind if it's a 10. And is a 10 means this person is an excellent person, this person is a good person, but only sugar, but. So what I feel about the trend is, I think people do not really understand the questions before reacting, and some of them they give in to peer pressure. Say for an instance now, the interviewer goes, is a 10 but it does not speak in tongues, and deep inside your mind you know that it's not a big deal for you if it does not speak in tongues, but because you have seen other sisters run away, you too, it's only you that is left, you will not run away. But then you have to think about it and ask yourself, does it really matter if this person does not speak in tongues? There are some things that are called majors and minors. So I see people leaving the camera saying, I can't deal with this person over minor matters, right? That's what I think about the trend. Like, people participating in it are not really understanding that trend, and sometimes they answer based on peer pressure. That's what I think. Yeah. I get the names of my children. Why Nathaniel? Why Wisdom? Okay, so why Nathaniel? Before I even got married at all, I already received the name Nathaniel. I knew I was going to have a boy as my first child, and I was given the name Nathaniel. I was praying that day, I was studying my Bible, and I was praying, and that name just dropped. And I went to search for it, and yeah, that's how that one came by. The same thing for Wisdom. And it so happens that it was at the beginning of a new year, January 1st of a particular year. I can't really remember right now. Of a particular year, I was praying and I heard the name Wisdom. I was told that my second baby is going to be a girl and she's going to be named Wisdom. Holy Spirit is sweet. So yeah, basically the Holy Ghost told me, I just received those names. And it's funny that I shared them with my husband and he agreed, and he still agrees with them, right? So yeah, that's why. Okay, so this question cracked me up. How much are we? Of course you can afford us now. No, how much do you think we collect? No, now. You can afford us. Short and precise. Yes, you can afford us. Ta-da-da, 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 pem, 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 pem. Okay, now I'm going to share my birth story, but not in this video. But let me just give you let me just give you a few. Right, CS mom, kudos to you, right? Okay, basically, I had my first with CS and I also had my second with CS, and I'm here standing. If I can do it, you can do it too. That best story later, later. I promise you, I'm going to do the best story, but not now. He doesn't know you know. How did you know, sis? Come and give me the tea. How did you know? But jokes apart, he does not know you know. So that means you've not had that conversation. And he almost raped somebody. Now, does he have who he submitted to? What is the relationship dynamic like? Who can you speak to? Because really, this thing is beyond, and I am just answering. It's beyond, I don't even know you. I mean, this thing is anonymous. I don't even know you. I don't know where I can come in. So it's beyond me answering you on a surface level. It's deeper than you think. Please get somebody you trust and talk to them about this. But on a surface level, I don't think this relationship is something that should go on or go further, or you take the next step without addressing this issue. Because I don't think it's something you should do. Please address this issue. You can, not even you can, you should get a third party. Talk to somebody that can help you mediate. Most likely, in fact, preferably, somebody he is submitted to, if he has one. Let him get that person, and you people should discuss this thing. It's a lot. He almost raped another person. As how? What's the meaning of you people? As how? I'm not a medical doctor. Who should be sensitizing us? It's them that should be saying, as how? Okay, yes, breastfeeding is very hard. I feel you. It's very hard. But there was something I saw online one time as I was scrolling through the streets of TikTok. The woman said that this person is a midwife, and she says breastfeeding is a task that should be learnt. I don't know how she put it, but I'm just paraphrasing. Like, you, the mom, you have to learn how to breastfeed your baby, and the child has to learn how to receive your breastfeeding. So it's something that is a journey. It's not just an instant action. It's a journey. Both of you need to learn it. And I think that hospitals are doing their own part. At least the hospital I am using, we have breastfeeding class, right? That they will teach you how to literally put your breast in your child's mouth. Literally, you will pull up your clothes. They will see you as you are doing it. They will teach you how to do it. So I think that would help if you have something like that, and they may have it and you are not aware that they have that unit. Because in my own case, during my first child, I didn't know. They gave me the appointment of breastfeeding class, but a lot was going on. I didn't go for breastfeeding class, but fortunately, I never had to struggle with breastfeeding. I have never had to, both with the first and the second. But they gave me appointments then, but I didn't really put mind into it until this one. I just said, when they gave me the appointment, so I said, let me just go now, just see what is going on. And I discovered that it's actually helpful. So please ask around if they have something like that in your hospital. I'm guessing you used a hospital. So just ask around and ask them, okay, what's this? And they will give you. Do you understand? So, but I get you. I feel you. Woman to woman, I feel you. Breastfeeding is hard, but it can be learned. All right? Okay, so this is all genetics, right? Now, gene. Because I don't do anything special. I don't have any snapback routine. If I'm just giving you anything now, it's just as far as Maguire to, I don't have anything, right? So I will try to put in some of my pictures before and after, so that we will, we'll compare together and we'll see what the Lord has done for us. But I honestly do not have any snapback routine. Stop it, I like it. Okay, so that's similar to the previous one. My husband said I should say that is a Popolade that I'm eating. So, that's the I'm eating. I honestly do not have any special thing I do. part of what are you doing about them. As how? I'm not a medical practitioner. Wait, you people, do you think I'm Dr. Anaef? I'm not a doctor. Because that's how somebody to ask that we are doing a poor job of sensitizing breastfeeding. I don't as how. Okay, so on this one, I feel you and I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Because I feel like you should stop something from the source. And these people are the source. How are you having like 50 options for women and maybe 1 or 2 for men? How? Why? Medical practitioners, we are calling you out with our full test. What's going on? When is science going to develop something for the men truly? Really, me too, I'm asking them that question. Let's all ask them together. Right? It's not fair. Okay, so I feel you. I feel like I'm saying I feel you a lot, and that's because I really feel you, honestly. You have said nothing but the truth. Every milestone comes with its own challenge. You see, you will think newborn face is a lot until they become toddlers. When they will be calling you, you would think toddler is a lot until they become teenagers. So I get it, but really, it gets easier. Abby, in his own way, it gets easier. Now, I can send Nathaniel on an errand, something that he couldn't do for me. And by sending him and him going and coming, is easing my stress, right? So I just feel, and he understands communication now. He understands when to do something. So I feel that part of difficulty is over. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but it gets easier that they mean is that it gets easier. None. I can tell you that I may not be able to assure you, but really it does get easier. It will come with its own challenges, but you will have the strength. Exactly. You have the strength to match up with that particular phase, that particular challenge, right? So it gets easier. Don't fret, don't break. It gets easier. That your exclamation mark of help is God that will help all of us. Ọlọ́run ló lùgbèjà everybody. So that's true. Parenting really changes sex life because there are a lot of dynamics now involved, especially when you move from 1 to 2. Even from 1 self, even at 1, you have just 1 child. Your focus as a woman, your focus is no longer on some mundane things. And I'm sure that the guys behind the camera will roll their eyes when I'm talking about sex as mundane. But I mean, women don't really care like that. But please have the conversation with her. Have this conversation with her, please. Talk about your fears. I don't know if you have had this conversation. If you have not, please do. And if you have, you may like to revisit it, but this time gently, right? So have that conversation to say you are worried, how is it going to be? Because the truth is, let me just tell you the truth, it will change. If you think she does not like sex now, she will not like sex at all after childbirth. I'm not scaring you, and I'm not a prophetess of doom. I'm just telling you the truth, right? It will change because okay, have the conversation. And if you need to involve somebody, maybe like a counselor or somebody you trust, a third party that you trust, maybe I would not advise that you involve your parents. I wouldn't advise that. Just get somebody, maybe your pastor, or I don't know the religion you are practicing, your religious leaders, somebody you can trust that can mediate in this matter. But you really need to have that conversation and have achievable plans in place. Have achievable schedule, have achievable plans, and also pray. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing God cannot do. All right? You guys, you spoil me too much. But I dey get problem. I know. I don't have problem in Jesus' name. I dey get you. Right? So, but then at the end of the day, as an adult, you just have to find joy in little things. Because if not, sure you know that weight of life, in the Bible, it will just choke you and choke the goodness out of you. Before you know it, you have lived a miserable life. So, I mean, I don't even have any choice than to be a ray of sunshine. Because I don't want to even kill myself. It's not even about anybody. It's not about you. It's about myself and my mental health. But thank you for noticing. Love it. Energy. That's true. What do you mean you have not received? You don't know Jesus. You are not born again. Are you not doing adulthood? You have not run mad. Okay. Please receive Jesus. I love this person. I wish I could know this person. I love this energy. It's true. How are you doing life? I bet let me see tomorrow first. I don't see myself anywhere. Thank you very much. Both. I'm both. I'm honestly both. I'm open to communication and I also prioritize. You cannot move mad near me. Just be going with your madness. I don't have time. There's no space. You can see this place. You think madness can fit on this table? There's no space. So yeah, I'm both. So you are suffering spiritual laziness. You want me to advise you? Okay. You are going to, number one, you have to be very intentional about the fact that you can't continue like this. You have to make that decision by yourself, because the truth is, even if I give you 10 steps to overcome spiritual laziness, it is that laziness that will not allow you to follow those 10 steps. So you just have to be intentional. Just tell yourself that I want to do this. Be intentional about it and know that it's not, you don't only show up when it's convenient. You show up every single time. I'm somebody who seriously believes in pray without ceasing. And that season, like, don't stop. I pray on the go. I can just be looking, I may be watching movie. Both of us can be watching movie and I'm praying. It's just like something, and it might be even that movie that is ministering something to me. It may not make sense, so somehow you just minister something to me and I begin to pray. And so I think that will help you too. I think that maybe don't cage yourself with a schedule. Maybe don't feel guilty when you miss a schedule. Peradventure, you have scheduled yourself for something. Just pick up from where you left. It's not that hard. It's not difficult to please God. He knows our frame. Bible says that we do not have a high priest who is out of touch with our feelings. He literally knows how we feel. He knows our frames. He knows our weaknesses. So when you slip off, or maybe you messed up, and the messed up I'm saying is not something big as such. It may be that you feeling bad that, okay, you said you are going to pray for 1 hour and you ended up praying for 2 minutes and you are feeling bad that no, just pick up from where you left. Be intentional about it and know that at least in a day you do something that can count towards spiritual growth, and like that you will know, you will just pick up. All right, I prioritize to eat, I prioritize to rest, any small rest. I prioritize to just enjoy my life. At least any small thing, let me try enjoy the day. All right, so I prioritize that, and it goes without saying, I prioritize praying also. I mentioned that one. I pray every now and then. It was not planned. It was not planned. Although I cannot call my baby a mistake because a married person does not make that kind of mistake now. Although I've always had it in mind that I want to give birth to all of my children before I turn a certain age, so that I'll just be doing baby girl for life, right? So, one way or the other, life happened, God agreed with me, and here we are. To tell the truth. Because at the end of the day, there is this adage that goes, that we say father should not hear. So basically, there is this, see, you see that baby girl that we call Truth. Truth is such a baddie that she would always find her way. She will always find her way out of anywhere you put her. She will just always find her way to showcase. So it may be difficult. It truly would be difficult, but seriously, you don't have any other choice. Please tell the truth. Since this person is your mentor, a mentor would understand a mentor has seen you finish, so to speak. If you are truly, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but just tell the truth. Just tell your mentor that you have been lying, like you have been lying, but now you are ready to come. I understand all your fears. I understand, but at the end of the day, if the truth does not come from you and it comes from another source, that would be a greater disappointment. That would be a greater, what did you write? Is disappointed. No, so it would be a greater disappointment to her rather than her hearing it directly from you. So please, whatever it is that you are lying about, just go and tell the truth. And because you're even feeling bad like this, see, sometimes the reaction we expect is not what we get. So just don't overthink things. Whatever you need to be straight about, just be straight about it and just move on. Honestly, just tell the truth. My doctor did not tell me. I don't know where your doctor do doctor. Anyway, so me, I coped. I carried the pregnancy, and I think body differs, right? So I don't think that. I think the minimum is 2 years. I think it's 2 years. I think so. But I carried my second pregnancy with no medical intervention, or how would I call it now? Yeah, no age. The pregnancy journey was smooth. It was okay. Delivery too was, so yeah. I don't know about that 3 years old thing that I said, and I carried the pregnancy. Okay, so this person confirmed, like, received you. You now want to have confirmation. I have not gotten confirmation. Okay, so how do you get confirmation? How do you hear from God on a normal day when it has nothing to do with man? Let me see. This feels like a woman asking the question, but regardless of your gender, when it has nothing to do with the opposite gender, how do you hear from God? So if the way you hear from God, you've not heard anything, hold on. Still hold on. Don't rush into any relationship. It takes two to tango. If he has received, you to receive. If she has received, you to receive. Let there be a receiver, or let there be receivers. Both of you have to receive. Because at the end of the day, if any situation or any problem arise in the future, in this your relationship, you can't count on the revelation of one person. You will hold on to your own revelation. So hold on. Just still hold on. Just calm down. Don't start any relationship without getting the proper confirmation that will convince you that you are supposed to start this thing. Because love is love. All right? I should not scare you. How do I answer that one? Hey, guys behind the camera, how do I answer that one? What's the most when you see an IF, what do you see? I'm active. They say I'm active. Yes. I honestly don't know how to answer that question. I don't have. Okay, let me rephrase. So because Kini, you sound confusing. Do I have somebody, or do I have people that I wish I have never met in the first place? I don't have, actually, because before you move anyhow to that extent, I'm quick to cut people off. I'm very friendly. I'm quick to make friends, but at the same time, I'm quick to cut people off because it's a peace of mind. So I don't have, to answer your question. So people usually tell me that I'm harsh when telling the truth, like when counseling them. When you can be honest and still be gentle, right? You can correct people and still be gentle with your truth. There's nothing like bitter truth. You just have to be emotionally intelligent. So I think that's the aspect that people have said something about that I'm working on, and I'm sure that those people that have complained, they can testify that I've changed. Listen, when I tell you the truth, you will likely not cry, but then you will most likely cry. Certainly cry. So that's a part that I think. Or what do you think? I think I know the person that sent this message, but we'll just move on. We don't judge, okay? So the relationship with Tosin is my boyfriend. In life, when you have husband, you have to have side. Cut, I'm joking. Tosin is my friend. Okay, so Tosin is a very good friend of mine. In fact, I can say he's a brother. A bro meaning boy. So yeah, that's my relationship with him. Okay, so bed of roses is an idiom, I think. That's what they call it. Which means soft life. When you fall on a bed of roses, you don't expect thorns, so to speak. You just expect the petals and the softness and the smell and the scent, and So when they say marriage is not a bed of roses, they are basically telling you that it is not all a rosy ride. Like, it's not all a smooth ride. You will have some bumps. You will have some ups and you have some downs. It could be your downs may be noticeable and they may not be noticeable. But the fact that you are married does not mean that, or you are married to the best person, does not mean you will not have a level of difficulty or a level of challenge in that marriage. I think that's what they mean. And why? The reason they tell us is so that they will prepare you. Don't just think it's about cute pictures of matching pajamas or matching shirts, of opening door, of going date night, of going to date night or something. It's not only that. You have real conversations. You have conversations that you are afraid to confront, and those conversations themselves will confront you. So they are giving us that headspace. They are helping us prepare our head to let us know that what they are entering is actually a huge deal, and don't just go inside like a foolish person. All right? How old am I inside this thing called marriage that I'm giving advice? But you have a point. Okay. So the single lady, advice I will give you is that please love yourself. Love yourself. That's number one thing. Love yourself. Whoa. Don't put the pressure of somebody loving you on top of another person. Love yourself first and foremost, so that the love another person is bringing is an addition. You are not living your entire life with that person's validation. So if you love yourself, you will not say yes to rubbish. You will know that you love yourself enough to accept what is good for you. So please love yourself, and please hold your God. Hold your God. I don't often get rejections. Now I will explain why. I don't often get rejections because before I put a foot forward concerning or pertaining to a request, before I put a foot forward, okay, will request anything, you will know that you answering or attending to that request is doing yourself a favor as much as you are doing me a favor, because I'm not an empty content. I'm not an empty container, right? So I don't usually ask for favors. I'm not usually in a place where I want people to come to my rescue. So when I really am in that space, I don't get rejected. So I may not be able to tell you how I handle rejection, but the few times I've heard no, I just told myself that, number one, the world does not revolve around me. Especially when I know that it's not spiritual. If you know that this your own is spiritual, where they are really following you, that they are dealing with you, that's another case. So that one, we fight, we pray, is warfare. But if it's a normal rejection of, okay, maybe you asked somebody else, the person said no, or something, just know that the world does not revolve around you, right? And as much as no matter how pure your intentions are, another person is entitled to either receiving it or not receiving it. All right. So the world does not revolve around you, and no is an answer. So you just move on. Okay. So I think that's a way to handle rejection. But if that rejection is becoming constant in your life, and you are beginning to see that this thing should do last summer, we pray. We do what? We pray. I'm not sure I entirely understand this question. Let me not lie, I don't understand the question. So if you can re-ask, or you can come to me face to face. I don't understand the question, so don't let me give you. Do you people understand the question? Can we do it together? Do we? Okay, so we don't understand the question. This is a very valid concern, and I don't think you should get married to her. Even if you marry somebody that is older than, that you are older than, you go still collect. That controlling part, you will still see it, right? So, but now, this is sounding like you are insecure. It's sounding like, and honestly, I don't blame you. Now you know what you don't see. But for the sake of peace, your own peace of mind and her own peace of mind too, because she cannot be walking on eggshells around you. Because like this now, she may be thinking, I don't know what I will say. That my man will be thinking, because I'm older than him, that's why I'm doing that. So she'll be walking on eggshells around you. And even you may be feeling somehow as far men ego. You even mentioned it by yourself. You said it hurts your ego. So please, I personally don't think that you should continue this relationship and lead to marriage or anything, as the case may be. But if you would do that, please have a conversation with her and make sure you deal with yourself too. Is this something, because you are not the first. Do you understand? You are not the first. that will marry somebody that is older than you are, a man that will marry somebody that is older than you, you are not the first, and you will definitely not be the last. But you just work on your heart. Don't take everything personal. Don't be personal about everything. It's not this world is not about you. So sometimes she will make some offhand decisions, or she'll make some offhand comments that is not about you at all. It's not like she's out to degrade you or something. So please work on yourself on this, and also have that conversation with her. And if you see that it is still something that you cannot work with, please let her go, so that you will have peace of mind and she too will have peace of mind. Maybe, maybe not. When a woman tells you she's not motherly, she might be letting you know that she will need a lot of support, much more than an average woman would, right? That might be what she's saying, that I'm not a motherly person. I want to learn. So try to understand the context, the context of that conversation, of that discussion. Try to understand it. Is it in the context of, I'm not motherly, I want to learn how to be motherly, or I'm not motherly, so I don't want to deal with anything modern? So understand that context. If it is the latter, like I'm not motherly, so I cannot deal with children, so I don't want children, if that is aligning with what you want to, you can move on. If it's not aligning, you can have to, go your separate ways. But at the same time, some people often start their marriage with that I don't want children, and in the marriage they will just say I want children. It happens a lot. So that I am not motherly statement may not be her hinting you that she does not want to be a mother. It may not be. It may just be her just expressing her concern, expressing her nature, and she wants help. She wants you to support her, or she wants other people to support her. Just ease her into this journey called motherhood, right? So to answer your question, it's not her hinting you. It may not necessarily be her hinting you that she does not want children. It's marriage we call it, oh. It can be too late to walk away. But there are people we call infidelity recovery coach. You may want to use their services. But for now, thanks. Number one, I'm not your husband, my madam. Number two, I cannot help you to carry child. I don't even know you. So I might not be even in that space, that be the jurisdiction, or that you need to have access to you to say I want to help you to do omugo. My sister, it's not me that is causing your baby fever. Close your eyes, go and use paracetamol or whatever it is that they use for fever. I don't recommend. You have a toddler. What do? Have a conversation with your husband. All right. If you people can afford to have another child with your toddler, maybe you can afford to hire help, or you can afford to outsource some things. Why not? People they do them. Okay, but have a conversation with the pillar of your strength, aka your husband. It's not me that will tell you what to do. It's your husband and you that will decide. Thank you and God bless you. I don't really understand this question. Is it my love life with my husband before we got married, or my love life before I met him? Because before, I didn't have a wild love life experience. Before I met him, I had just only one person, right? And I have told the story over and over again that it just didn't work out with the person because we discovered that we were going different directions, right? I had ministry in stock for me, but he didn't have. We just needed to go our ways. And it was even during that relationship that I got to know about my husband, that I received him, and it's a lot, right? So, but my relationship with my husband before we got married, it was just a chilled relationship. We're just there, looking at each other, studying each other. And can I tell you for free that no matter how much of a study or how much of anything that you do about your partner or concerning your partner before you get married, you will still have much more to do in marriage, because it's a constant learning institution. You are always learning. You are always seeing another layer And the truth is, we change. The only thing that is constant in this life is change. So whatever it is that was your love language, that you understood was your partner's love language during courtship, in marriage it might change. It did for me, right? So I feel like those are the things that you can actually learn, you can take from my experience. But in the grand scheme of things, every experience is unique and every marriage is unique. So you just have to trust God on your own journey, all right, and go as the Lord is leading you. God bless. It has finished. So finally, you people, the saliva have finished from my mouth. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. This was fun. I think I'm hoping that I attended to everybody's question. I am hoping I didn't miss any question, and I'm hoping that I did justice to your question. Peradventure, you feel like I didn't do justice enough to any question. Maybe it's your question or it's not your question. Drop your view in the comment section, right? Respectfully drop what you think in the comment section, and we can all learn together. And until the next time I catch you on another episode of Random Talks with Anna F, have a good time and remember that Jesus loves you.